Hi everyone, this is Manuel Maldonado for the Communication Skills online course by Rice University. Today we're going to talk about the 5'S methodology that says that each thing for each thing and each thing in their place by Manuel Maldonado. Well, we got the first S, sort, seiri in Japanese, separate what is necessary. The main meaning of this is, well, separate by groups, type, size, and use the frequency of every kind of item that we got in our places. The main purpose of this is to eliminate the waste, unnecessary things, and all the catastrophe in work area. The benefits that we're going to get for this is to remove excess of inventory, avoid unnecessary storage and movements. The life of items is controlled, and the instruments that we're going to use for this is to separate the necessary things unnecessary, determine the use frequency, the necessary discarded or revocate, and the barriers that we're going to get for this first S sort series is that we maybe are going to be per strategy or resistance to change by the employees. Separate what is necessary to the necessary keeps space for use productively. Now we're going to next to the second S. The second S, set in order Satan each thing in their place. Well, set in order Satan, meaning the main meaning of this is to organize one group of objects or parts with some methodological principle. The benefits of this is to have the ubication of each item. We're going to have less time for find the item, and maybe we're going to have less error possibility and accident. The instruments that we're going to use for this is to define a nomenclature for each class of elements, define every applications, and define how it's going to keep. The barriers that we're going to have of this S is to not understand what is certain order isn't established standards and the resistance to change. Next, for the third S, clean says so, that says to always clean. The main meaning is maintain adequate condition of cleaning and remove dirt if is necessary of our workplaces. The benefits that we're going to have if we implement this is to work safely, personal satisfaction, positive mentality, and quality in our products. The instruments that we're going to use is to remove dust and dirt of the workplace, maintain clean the workplace, and identify and eliminate dirt sources. These are going to help us to increment the personal morale as quality and productivity. The barriers that we're going to have on this tier S implementation is to poor strategy and the resistance to change. Now for the fourth S, standardized seiketsu, be constant and standardized. The main meaning of this is to establish norm, policies, and laws for the compliance of each last S. The benefits is secure the compliance of the strategies with the S and develop the adequate way of healthy environment and comfortable for which work inside. The instrument that we're going to use for this is remember the importance of maintain physically and mentally health, maintain excellent safety conditions and health in work areas and common areas. We need to establish goals, select priorities, evaluate and compare last situation, develop corporative actions, and the barriers that we are going to cut for this is not compliance at work, that we are going to have an bad attitude to work, interpersonal problems, and resistance to change. Secure the continuity of effort required commitment of all areas and visible leadership. And now the fifth and the last S is commitment, Shitsuke, for convert and habit all of this methodology. Well, the main meaning of this is the conjunction of law or rules that are part of the community, company, and our life. The benefits that we're going to have for this is the work safely, personal satisfaction, and the positive mentality. The instruments that we're going to use for this establish a standard process of operation, use the technique of learn doing, and well, the barriers that we maybe are going to have is the absence of fellowship, absence of training, and resistance to change. And now we're going to talk about more than a cosmetic. The 5S is more than a cosmetic. In quality, well, we're going to improve the quality and we're going to have less defects. In cost, we're going to have reduction in our inventories. We're going to have reduction in our machine failures. We're going to have reduction in our space requirements, and we're going to increment productivity. In the delivery time, well, we're going to have the reduction of the cycle time of our operations. And well, thank you so much for listening and see my presentation. I am Manuel Maldonado, and that is all for today. Thank you so much. We finished the the course. Thanks.